Recording. As soon as I see we've gone live, I will turn us on. Or as soon as you see us that we've gone live.
YouTube is confusing me.
YouTube is confusing you?
Yes. I am used to the sidebar on the left where I see all the channels I have subscribed. And now that is just gone.
Well, I'm going to start our music, so hang on. Here we go.
If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to
Hush! This is our special music. I know you can't hear it, but they can.
If I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home.
Yes, it's alive. Oh, good. And now we can officially say welcome to the Dark Mom Consortium.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Alive.
With Darkthorn and
Really?
Mom and Ed.
Hi there.
Hi there. How are you today?
Hello.
So
I'm struggling with YouTube.
I'm watching on Twitch right now, and I put an announcement up in one place. I guess we should put an announcement up on the 7th Order. Would you like to do that?
Oh,
Mom?
no, I'm going to let you do it because I'll let you do it. You know them better than I do.
I don't know them that well.
You know them better than I do. I don't want to impose, though I do like their little comment that comes up every now and then. Welcome to the 7th Order community with over 300 fleets represented in channel. And they have a Discord server, which is really kind of cool. So, Ed, how are you doing today?
I had a nice start.
Well, that's good.
Getting reputation.
Oh, that's right.
In way too many characters. And on Thursday, the first pack of captains get to tier 6.
Woohoo!
Things become interesting. What costs what? How expensive is
Stuff.
fleet ship module? What will be the price for discounting reputation stuff and all things nice? And how strong get my reputation traits when I go to tier 6 and stuff and stuff and stuff.
Well, you can brag when you've got everything and show us, and because it'll be a while before I get there. But I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Yes, be prepared for a video in a very strange language.
Oh, okay. Which strange language is that, pray tell?
That language I call English.
Ah! Okay. Thought you were going to do it in German, so I'd have to sit there and try and figure out each word once again.
My subscribe channels are displayed again. That's nice. Now
Oh,
I
good.
can hop over
Yay! That's good.
and see that we are live. Yay!
We are live. Yay! We are.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we're live TV people, if anybody's...
Yes. So I'm dealing with some personal issues today. We were practicing some interesting self-defense techniques yesterday, and I basically wound up going knee to knee with my instructor, and then begged out of the rest of the evening of classes because I thought I had destroyed my knee, but it's just smacked up a little bit. Add to that the dog deciding that we had to get up at 3 in the morning, and I've pretty much been awake since 3. But the nice thing is, and it's actually our topic for the day, being up at 3 in the morning allowed me to work on some of my task force operations.
Of course.
Well, I'm sorry, but they're just more TFOs, but I want to get them done because I'm really tired of the pop-ups.
Ah, yes. The lovely
You
point, if you
know
don't
that
take
you
them...
can disable auto hails.
Really?
You also know you could just accept the missions and then...
But then they're in
Doesn't
my
pop
list
up?
and I'm obliged to do them. I mean,
Sorry.
If you look over here on the side thing, anything that's on there, it goes to my OCD. I must do these things. I like this to be blank. But no, and what's really annoying right now is I've got these three, the Fleet dilithium mining projects, which I picked up when I was with the Klingon Stripe group, but now this tune is with the Order of the Batlith, and we don't have a dilithium mine yet, so they've been sitting there driving me nuts. Because I can't get rid of them.
Yes.
So anyway, I went on this morning and I did a counterpoint, and I did a bug hunt, and I did an ISA. Ooh, there you are. Hi, Ed. That is just the coolest looking tune.
Yeah, that was an inspired evening when I, yes, got that ship, and then, okay, captain must fit spaceship, and crew must fit spaceship too.
You have a totally cool tune. Totally cool. I'm wondering if I can get that picture of the global swarmer on here. Let me see. Is that in the screenshots, Ed?
Better?
Did you put global swarming in the screenshots in the fleet website? Or
Global swarming?
Yes.
Yes. It's also in the screenshots, and it's in the ship description.
Aha.
Yeah, was busy this morning.
My computer is very slow with some of the images today. So while that's loading, because I want to show everyone. So where did you get the disco one, Dark?
One it has a prize actually, but it actually comes out Loot Crate. Came out Loot Crate January last year.
Okay, so not something I'm going to be picking up then.
Yeah, you're not going to be able... Yeah, I've checked eBay many a time. You're not going to be able to find that one. There might be another point, and... Well, I don't know if anybody's actually watching us right now, so I can't say.
Well, I'm
Maybe it's
watching
somebody
us. Ed's watching us. Somebody will be watching us at some point. So I'm going to see if I can possibly get this... There we go. Hang on a second. Let's see if this comes up. There we go. I've just switched over to a picture of global swarming, which is Ed's Herc-esque ship and crew. So there we go. I think you guys can see this. I don't know if you can see this. Ed should be able to.
I can see it now.
Cool. I think that's just an awesome image, Ed. And it's fun to have a nice alien for Switch.
Yep.
And now we get to see you back on Kronos. So, obviously you are KDF aligned then.
At this moment, in this form, yes.
Yeah, well, yes, I did mean at this moment in this
form.
However, as you have pointed out, you know, even though you're KDF aligned, there are options now that we can do the random TFOs, whether we're Fed or KDF, and team up together, which is a nice option.
Yep.
Yep, I really like that.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who haven't seen Ed's very nice tutorial, it is on the website, the Fleet website, and I probably should link it to our website so you can see it, because it is excellent.
Yep. This, in my opinion, this is one of the changes with the greatest potential to help small fleets, where people just have characters in one faction, and then the lonesome Klingon on the other side never gets playmates for TFOs, and now that just yeah, that issue is no more when it comes to random TFOs, and that's great.
I just wish we could do it for regular TFOs as well.
I think
I think that might be in the works.
Probably yes.
That would be awesome.
It's just a matter how they snug it into the running interfaces and stuff. First change the back end and see if it works at all, and later make it available for the for more. I think. I hope so.
Yeah, well, a couple of the things that I'm hoping are coming out. One is the autofill for doing the reputation, because it gets annoying to go clickety 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 click, though that is the least of my problems in the world.
Yeah. I would call it a first world problem.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's not the worst problem I've had in my life, by any stretch of the imagination. So anyway, I was talking about the TFOs and the ones that are the assigned ones, the task force operations, where you get the pop-ups, which Ed has now informed me I don't have to see those pop-ups. How do I disable those pop-ups?
Yeah, it's in
Like I
the
said, I'll just
Oh.
actually go run the missions.
Yeah, picky, picky, picky. Actually, they're not bad missions, I will say that.
Yeah.
None of
okay,
them are
go to
horrible.
Options,
Yes,
and
sir.
then when you go to basic, options, basic,
Yes, there we go.
then you have to switch disable mission auto hail to on, which turns
Aha.
auto hailing off.
Sweet! Alright, for all you other noobs, I obviously am a noob because I've only been playing this for going on 9 years and just learned about that one.
You've only been playing since beta or something.
There's an auto loot.
It's not automatic loot, but it removes one click from the looting. That is, you loot by F.
Well, I already loot by F, but I'll take that. I will take everything that's going to eliminate some of the clickety 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 click from my life. Thanks. Wow, that's fun.
So, if anybody's listening to this later on, make sure to send her little emails to go clickety clickety.
That's like my life on the reputations. Once I eventually get back to tier 6, I have so many marks on so many tunes that I use them for the dilithium. But that's, again, clickety 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 click times 10 different reputations times 12 tunes every hour. Ugh. But it's worth it for the dill. I mean, it's the easiest, fastest dill, short of the VIP claims and New Romulus, which they still haven't fixed. I don't know if they're going to fix that.
That will be another
It-
pressing
it-
issue. Do we get them as a project back when we are at tier 6?
Ooh,
The
Plus,
other-
that will be interesting.
yeah, it will.
It's not even listed as one of the problems.
I know it's not listed at all. But it's not talked about, so you have to wonder if I'm one of the few people who has the issue. You know, am I one of the few people who complains about it?
Have you actually reported it?
Have I reported or recorded?
Reported.
Oh, of course I have. Multiple times. But like I said, I haven't gotten a response. No, I haven't. Though the last response I got was on something, and they apologized, but they said they've had so many reports that it's been very difficult for them to respond to everything. And I get it, and I'm not, I try not to moan and groan about stuff. I hate that when all you see in chat is, oh, they're doing this wrong, those stupid devs and stuff like that. And seriously, guys, would you like it if people just talk smack about you at your job? No, not at all.
Yeah, that reminds me to an answer I gave. How much cooperation do you expect from people you insult before even starting your concern?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Like, dear devs at Cryptic.
Yeah,
I
oh,
made
yeah.
from you, but I'm so utterly disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. That's not what you want.
You should pay me something for all the problems I'm having on this free game.
Yeah. So true. So true. Goodbye. Sorry, my husband decided to leave.
How dare you have maintenance?
Yeah, I have to say I got my life to the point where all the stuff I need to do in real life I do on Thursday mornings, because that's when they have maintenance. And then when they switch it to a different day, it's like, but my life is geared around having Thursday mornings.
And then they switch to a different day, then do it again on Thursday.
Well, I don't mind that. But when it's not on Thursday, I've shuffled everything from my usual Thursday to Tuesday, and yeah, they're making my life inconvenient. I have no idea.
I'm entitled to game in the afternoon. How dare they be doing maintenance while I could play?
Yes, exactly. Well, that's always my
That's
attitude.
a German problem.
And then, of course, when there's a big extended morning maintenance, I read something, and no offense, Ed, or anything else, it's like, we have the people in Europe. Well, why can't they do the maintenance in the prime time for the U.S.? Well, that would probably mean because they were working after hours, and I hate to say it, probably most of their player base is in the U.S.
Probably. My guess would be that they have to kind of compromise between obscenely early hours, because a lot of these start at 5 a.m. their time, because they're out on the West Coast, and that's bad enough.
Is that software people are actually entitled to sleep, to food, to time?
How dare they?
How dare they eat?
Yeah, some of them are actually reported to have families.
Yes, indeed.
How dare they procreate?
Well, for all we know, it's a replicator.
Oh, how dare they spend time using that?
I so agree. Their entire life should be geared around us, and us alone.
Anyway,
yes.
we're all here. We should be doing something, I think.
We should be doing something. You know what we should be doing? We should do a task force
What should-
operation. Because
All right.
that was my topic for the day.
Yes, we should.
Yes, I have 3 of them.
Are you to spoil anything?
You've probably got them all done, of course, Ed. Multiple times. On Elite. Backwards. Wearing high heels.
Absolutely not.
Little propeller beanie on his head. The original fidget spinner.
Yes. Hey, well, the ones I've got up here that I need to get done are Breach, or Storming the Spire, Atmosphere Assault, which we are not going to do because I really, really hate shuttlecraft. Rio Station.
To show
Or-
you shuttle fun one
Oh,
day, I really
good.
have to.
Do you remember the last time you and I did shuttles, Ed? It was horrible. It took forever. I
always
kept
horrible.
dying every 5 seconds. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to go up to the shipyard. Oh, I can't go to the shipyard from here. Darn it.
Yeah, you can.
Not directly.
Not directly. You just go to the first city and then go to the shipyard.
Okay, if you actually want to do a shuttle TFO, I have to switch to a tune that has a shuttle.
But you don't have a shuttle on every single tune, Ed? I'm so disappointed.
No, only on that on those characters who are permitted to have fun.
The rest aren't allowed to have fun?
They have work to do.
All my tunes have work to do. I think that's my problem, is some people have tunes dedicated to grinding or, doing dill. All my tunes do everything. Hi, Tibby. I see Tiberius is on in chat. So I've run up to the shipyard here, and I do have a general's chariot. That is my only shuttle, which probably isn't a good enough one if I'm guessing right.
It's not bad.
Certainly good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have a shuttle, but it's
Well, what makes for a good shuttle build then?
generally speaking, if you want to have a shuttle build, the easier ones honestly are Fed Slide because they have like the Delta Flyer, and if you were lucky, get it during the anniversary, the Type 10, which have actually more duty officer slots.
Yes, but that's on a Federation tune, and we're on our KDF
Right.
tunes. Is there a decent
The chariot,
KDF?
Mom, the
Well,
chariot
well,
is fine.
I
It's-
run a Toju fighter, which means I can cloak.
Let's take a look and see what I've got in my stash of ships. Because I might have some other ones sitting around here.
Then you might not, too. We don't know.
Smallcraft. I do have a Todouge. I have, well, obviously not a Delta Flyer on this one, but I do have a Todouge. Wow. Why I have no, I'm not spending 500 on anything at the moment. So I either have my Todouge or I've got my chariot.
I've got a jar of dirt.
Chariot is a fine shuttle.
Okay.
Just does not cloak, but who needs to cloak if you are mighty?
Well, it's got 2 forward weapons. And I'm trying to think. What makes for a decent forward? Omnidirectionals?
Two omnidirectionals are most easy, so auto-firing in all directions, fire at will. Or you combine an omnidirectional with an arc peng, a very traditional way.
Wow, this is interesting. Well, let me put up 2 omnis. Only let me load 1.
Well, what sort of omnis are you trying to load?
Well, I've got, let's see, what have I got here? I have a lithium enhanced omni, and I've got an ancient omni.
They're both mission related, that's why you can't do it.
But no trouble in a shuttle that has no tactical consoles.
First point, you're doing 2 mission omnis. You can't use 2 mission omnis. You have to have a crafted.
Fine. How about a... Let's see what else I can
do. You can do a kinetic cutting beam in an omni.
I don't think I've got a kinetic on this tune.
You don't have a kinetic cutting
I know. Isn't that horrifying? I do not have kinetic.
For shame.
I know. I'm just a bad person. Well, I will have some fun then. I will put a torp up front, but I will put my level 14 House Martok with my level 14 House Martok, 360.
I don't think that'll work either.
Well, they're both loaded.
Okay, then it'll work.
If it loads, it works just fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got a cannon, dual cannons, and I got a torpedo, but I'm in a fighter, so who cares?
Let's see, what shall I put on here? And I'll use my preeminent set, mostly because that's the only high-level stuff I've got on this. No aft weapons. I don't have much in the way of devices because I just never got into that.
You're in a shuttle. You're not going to have a ton of aft weaponry.
Well, there's no slots at all. So engineering consoles.
Red matter capacitor is fine.
Oh my god, I don't have... Let's see. Science...
I would pick defense consoles or very ugly offensive consoles.
I don't have a ton of stuff on this tune. I am just appalled at how little I've got on here. I don't even have House Martok on here, which amazes me. Oh, I'm such a bad mom. I don't treat my tunes correctly. Clearly, yeah. Well, I'll give somebody a plasmonic leech then, because I have that. Somehow I wound up with...
Now remember, folks, hashtag bad mom.
Yes. Hey, I've admitted that. I'm just not a good mom. Go back here for a sec. Yep, that should be fine. Well, it's not... My deflector disappeared, always a good thing. There we go. Well, I have a badly put together ship if you guys would like to try running some shuttle stuff.
Sure.
We can do any kind of TFO. The shuttle was just my way to distract you from the main course of this video about TFOs.
That's okay. I'm going to make you do atmosphere assault because that's the way it goes.
Because you worked on a bad shuttle.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to make you guys suffer for it. Ed, who shall I invite? I see 2 of you up there.
Lizard is fine.
Lizard is being invited. And for you, we've got Kitty. Okay. And I have Doggy presenting me with her large pink teddy bear that she's chewed up. So let me throw that out in the hall for her. This is a 5-pound Papillon puppy who loves to play fetch. My 75-pound dog is like, that's work. I'm not going to do work, Mom. I don't do work. But the little one does.
You're supposed to be paying attention to me.
Yes, I know. Always a challenge with dogs. And very hard to do a live stream when you're spending all your time chatting with the doggy dogs. And not with the peoples. But that's everybody's fault for not paying attention and coming into the chat with us. We need people. Actually, we have 22 subscribers now, so we're slowly increasing. Make all your friends subscribe. Hold them up. Point guns at them. Say, subscribe. Mom needs you. But as I said, we're getting very close to the book being ready to go to the publishers as soon as we have enough money to send it off to publishing. Unless I win the lottery tonight, then life gets really easy.
Win the lottery tonight, then we're going to be... Hi, can you give us money? I don't know you.
Excuse me. Yeah, really. Where were you when we needed your money? Nowhere to be found.
Where were you when we were doing work on this stuff?
Well, yeah, that too.
Where were you when we needed subscribers?
Well, they were like most people. They don't have money any more than we do, so... I was watching something and somebody donated like $800 to a live stream in Super Chats. And then you realize it's $800 Hong Kong, which is not $800 US. Actually,
which is like 80 cents.
Probably, but it looked really cool.
Okay, well, anybody joining us with this?
We should
or
ask.
Are we going to... The bad part is we're doing something that I don't even think I can.
Mom, you have
Yes.
put equipment on your shuttle. Have you also set up your bridge officer?
Oh, jeez, no. Thank you. Oh, it's self-filled. Okay. Except for one position here. Let's see. Calgi. Who shall we put in? Okay. Thank you. Yes, now I have some people. Oh, $800 Hong Kong is $102 US, so it's not bad. That was a generous donation. Better than the 80 cents.
Yeah. Or so we think.
Oh, it's a Beardy. Hi, Beardy. Beardy never comes in to chat with a headset, so nobody knows what he sounds like except for me and him. Since I actually traveled to Beardy Land to visit him.
That sounds like an amusement park.
Beardy Land, yes.
Beardy Land.
Yes. Well, it was amusing. We got to drink something called Club Orange, which was like orange juice and 7-Up or some kind of sparkling water, slightly sweet, but it was really good and only available there. So I bought one before we left on the airplane and popped the lid on it and promptly blew up all over me. So I was completely covered in orange soda for the trip from there to London, and just sweet stickiness. Couldn't wait to get in the shower in the hotel.
Now, if we were really cruel, the only thing you need on that airplane would be ants.
Thank goodness it was a super short flight.
Okay, I'm ready to shoot things, or at least to insult them.
Okay,
I'm ready to try shooting stuff.
we're going to do atmosphere assault. We're going to do that on normal. Because I'm bad enough with
As you
this one.
like.
Yeah, I'm bad enough with this as it is. At least with 3 in here, it should self-fill pretty quickly. But I've been enjoying that one aspect. If you put up a weird TFO with the random, you do get them filling it last. Though it did take a little bit of time this morning, but I suppose at 3 in the morning, not too many people are doing random TFOs.
And now the two master question on random queues.
Yes.
Get people without vac-suit sent to Nukara SPFs. And question 2, what happens to people without shuttles?
That's an excellent question. What happens if you don't have a shuttle? I
I
would
have never made... I have... That's something we could ask the devs.
That's a really good question.
I don't think you can queue for it anyway, so it probably doesn't doesn't count.
But in randoms, you don't know.
Right, but I don't think if the system's right, then it still wouldn't queue you. It's like you're ineligible to be in that one. As we get quiet again.
Yes, I'm typing that very question into the chat.
Somewhere.
So maybe somebody will have an idea. And while we're waiting for that to load, I noticed something going by here in 7th order in the chat, Ed, about particle manipulators at the console. Do you know that one? Hello?
Yeah.
Have we lost it?
I have been distracted and missed you.
I was asking if I was looking at the chat going by in 7th order, and there is some chat going on about particle manipulators as a console. And I was curious if you were familiar with it.
Particle
Manipulator, yes, here it is. Okay, it's actually, if you're watching the live stream, it should be coming up here. Yeah, that's the one in the live stream.
It's a trait, not a...
Oh, excuse me, a trait. My bad. I don't know it as a trait either.
Manipulator is a trait you get from research and development.
Oh.
Rank 15 in science, and it's excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But in science, right? Hold it.
Yeah, it's actually science first. Probably that trait every science captain should have.
So more stuff to add to the book, because once we get to the R&D section, we're going to have to go through all those traits and get people to pull up those traits. So many details. And this is why we're writing the book, because it's so gosh darn confusing at times.
I think the random system protects people from not only PvE but also shuttles.
Apparently.
Usually it should have dinged meanwhile.
Yes, it should have.
Waiting, very unusual.
Especially with 3 of us in here. We're only looking for 2 more people.
Yeah. I think people do not get dragged into shuttles except they decide to do so.
I don't blame them.
Or when they have to do the freaking that Romulan mission that you still have to do.
Which Romulan one? Oh, Vault?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this would count as... So there's Vault and there's Rio Station also. Vault isn't bad. I suppose I could queue us for Vault and I could queue us for Rio. But I was hoping that we might get to play some shuttles because I suck at shuttles.
And she likes torturing people.
Self-abuse, please. There we go. See, this is about the only size of shuttle I can handle. I just made my little Danube appear over my head. That's right, Ed, you should be able to log on from all 3 accounts at once.
Yeah, but 2 of them would get an away from keyword penalty, so not a good idea.
You just have to tap one here, tap one there, and go back to the other one. Tap one, go back to the other one.
No, you have to actually do you have to actually do damage.
Go and do damage, get killed. Actually, you do have a little bit of a time lag before it does the AFK penalty. But you're right, you do have to get in there and do some. I guess we're never going to queue on this. Shall I load something else up, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's load something else.
Okay, pick one other one.
George.
I'm sorry?
Pick up George.
Pick up George?
Nobody picks George up, so we should.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's what you like?
Oh, okay, fine. I will go in there and clear the queue.
No, you keep everything queued because it doesn't matter.
Yes, Loki, I love you. You're very annoying, but I love you.
Hello, brother.
We'll do storming this. Oh, got storming the spire immediately. All right.
I don't want to storm the spire.
No, you have to storm the spire. So there, yeah. That's a really interesting look for that person we just flashed by.
I could have hit no.
Yes, you could have, but we would have known it was you.
No, really.
Yeah, we wouldn't have seen you come up in the list here. I've been doing this one quite a bit for some reason. Well, now I know why, because it's one of those where you have to. I wonder if they're going to change that, if they'll make a different TFO every month or 2 months or whatever to keep people engaged in these unusual TFOs. It's a possibility, I suppose. Let's make sure I haven't lost anything here.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. And yes, Ed, this is another T5 use, so there, yeah. I think it's my last one, though. And there's Lizard over there.
I never tell you into optimal playing. I never try this.
I feel really bad shooting at these guys, just sitting there waiting to take off. It's not their fault. They haven't done anything yet. And yet, I kill them. Because I'm a bad person.
Oh, we already knew that.
Bad person and a bad mom. At Darkthorn's suggestion, I was watching a live stream of another person playing a game. And the game kind of was interesting if you were paying attention to it, but if you didn't know the game or you weren't paying attention to the visuals, it basically came out as, ooh, oh, that was a good move, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Damn, that was just... And of course, we already know Mom doesn't pay attention to things, so we're all good.
What was that? What don't I pay attention to?
See, she doesn't pay attention, guys. I told you.
There's a difference between not paying attention and not hearing you. And there's also a difference between not paying attention and deliberately ignoring people.
Which you do that a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely. You make that sound like a bad thing.
It is.
No, it's just rude. Sometimes it's a great thing. Selective hearing, as we call it.
Oh, were you saying something?
What? Huh?
Huh?
My dogs have selective hearing.
No, your dog ignores you.
Yes, my dog does ignore me.
Yes, we expect to see one day Mom just come out and go, I'm ignoring you.
Well, you learn the fine art after a number of years of marriage of just nodding your head politely and completely being completely oblivious to what people are saying.
You already do oblivious. Yeah, I mean, it's sarcastic this morning.
That's okay. We understand. I'm going to die here in a moment. Come on.
Why are you doing
No,
that?
you're not.
Thank you.
Because here I come to save the day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody else knows the Mighty Mouse song. Yay. Oh, that's part of the reason.
Because Mighty Mouse is on.
No way. Yes. Probably not a song Ed knows.
Probably not. It's
I'm surprised you know that. It goes back a long way.
syndication.
It's still old. So Ed, there was a cartoon, Mighty Mouse. Way back when. It was in syndication, I think, before I was born, and I've been around for a while.
Strangely, it's one of the properties they've not actually gone and revisited 3 billion times.
Actually, I think they did in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, but come on, they're rebooting Pirates of the Caribbean. The last movie came out, what?
They're
2 years
rebooting
ago
that
or
one?
something?
Are you serious? But
I'm serious.
that's crazy.
Well, Johnny
it.
Depp became such a...
I like Johnny Depp in that. He was funny.
Yeah.
But I have no idea how they would reboot it other than to restart it, because the last movie was pretty bad.
Yeah.
First one was good, second one was okay. I actually liked the third one. The fourth one was meh.
Not good.
Yeah. But you would think with as many actors, writers, creative people as there are in Hollywood that they could come up with something besides the same old, same old, same old, same old.
I'd rather if you're going to do that, I'd rather see you make something like Captain Blood or something.
Oh man, that would be great. I loved Captain Blood. That was on not too long ago. They were doing an Errol Flynn night on Turner Channel movies. That and Prisoner of Zenda. But in a way, it's kind of like rebooting Star Trek. While it was okay,
No, it wasn't.
it was okay. It wasn't horrible. I mean, I've seen worse stuff than that. But they could have done so much more by doing something more original.
Original?
Yeah. New characters, not relying on fan service as much as they did.
Come on, look at it. Look at the second movie, Into Darkness, where it was all fan service.
Oh, I know.
And basically,
I like
I think,
Benedict Cumberbatch, but
I do too, and I do and it did kind of answer a question in my old mind. What would happen if Spock ran into a... Who would win in a fist fight between Khan and Spock?
that's like a fist fight between Chuck Norris and Mr. T.
Oh, Chuck Norris would win that hands down.
I don't know. He's so short. I mean, he's really good, but he's really short. Just the sheer mass.
Yeah, but speed, skill...
Yep, that's true. Ah.
Boy, we're killing a lot of stuff and it's getting really annoying.
Not a lot. We're about 50-50 at the moment.
Yeah, but we already started in the hole.
Oh, well then we're doing great. Yeah, yes. We only have 1:44 to go. But I did counterpoint this morning, and even on normal, it was fairly predictable. But the nice thing is, by not putting too much damage on Tarek nor too much at the beginning and doing more damage later, they only repaired themselves twice, so we only had to put up with Lita screeching twice.
Yeah, but you're supposed to get her health down, so...
Yeah, well, we got it down, but it wasn't like just taking it down all in the first one, then she rebuilds it, take it down, rebuilds it. Only pleasant because much as I like Chase Masterson, I don't like the Lita voice in the missions.
We've taken too much
Damage.
damage. Deploy defensive countermeasures. It's the wrath of the Terran Empire.
I think Ed and I were playing Badlands when there was a problem and she was coming up like every 30 seconds. Shut up, Lita! Though I will say that was a really fun evening.
Face the wrath of the Terran Empire. No.
What will be interesting is, after all of this, it's still not going to be a ton of experience on this ship.
Defeat the Voth.
Scared him off.
You hunt down the shuttles and I kill the dreadnought?
Okay,
I'll go dreadnought hunting too.
I'll work on the shuttles.
I see a dreadnought.
Come on, shuttles, where are you? Come out and play. No shuttles at the moment.
I was like, get one-shotted? Oh, only 104,000 damage.
Well, Ed's clearly softened up this Citadel Dreadnought, so... And now they'll send out the shuttles, and there they are.
Lots of shuttles.
Got them all.
Now they run away because everybody went to the turret.
Well, sometimes the shuttles don't spawn in the first few moments, and everybody goes to the Dreadnought, because who knows where they're going to be.
Yeah.
Come on, shuttles. We're waiting.
Let's hide.
I was doing Azure Nebula this morning, and to my amazement, not only did they send out enough, or put up enough positions for us to capture 10 in the required 2 minutes, they did it twice in a row, which is very pleasant. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, we destroyed 10 shuttles, so we're good.
Yes, we're destroying escape shuttles. We're
We're really bad people.
Yeah.
We shoot them off the ground, we're just...
Klingon introduced that to the battlefield against Starbase One, you remember?
Yes. But I still feel bad. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Alright, another project done. Thank you both very much for that.
yeah.
Let's see, I haven't done any Dyson today, so I'll do a little Dyson. Not bad, 37 points. So the real question is, after all of that time and all of that shooty pew pew, kill them with fire, let's see how much experience I got.
I didn't even get enough to get the first mastery level, so
Yeah, I got basically nothing on that. There's got to be an ideal way to get XP for up or leveling up ships now that Borg RA is gone.
Simple infected the conduit. Let's do it basic or whatever.
Yeah, but you don't get that.
Mission.
You don't get that much XP for doing it.
Still double what you get on anything else.
Well, I will run it later and see how much I get. Last time I ran it, though, I got the same as I did for any other thing like Japori or Korea, which was unimpressive in the extreme.
Yeah.
And I've already run Japori and Korea and Beta Thorador this morning, and Gamma Eridon, and I'm still not even at level 3 on this ship.
Chip in the Starbase One defense.
Pardon?
Defense Starbase One.
Is it exceptional experience for it?
It's about 4,000 chip
Really?
mastery points.
Wow.
I
Wow.
think so.
That's impressive. I will give that a try a little bit later.
We could give it a try now. It's a
We
TFO.
I would be happy to give it a try right now. Let me turn in my...
Shimasen.
Okay, give me one sec here. I have to turn that one in. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Serve the Empire well.
Alright, so let me team you gentlemen up again if you're game for this. Dark, are you game for this one?
Yeah.
Ed?
We're defending Starbase One.
Sure.
We're playing Klingons and we're killing Klingons.
Yeah, Ambassador Cal exactly described why we do this. Never miss an occasion to punch another Klingon on the nose. We do it because.
Because we can. I liked Kel. He was fun. Let's see if anybody else wants to join us. Come out and play.
Warriors, come out to play.
Yes. Yes, Loki. Yes, I know. Speaking of playing, Loki's insisting we play. Loki's dad is working today. He is one of the election people. So he's doing all that fun stuff of patiently explaining everything to everybody about what they have to do and solving problems. Which is why I have Loki today, because he had to be at work at 5 a.m. I don't mind that if I'm going to go bake donuts or something, but to do work in an office at 5 a.m., ugh. Not that I haven't done for years and years. Just not something I look forward to. Well, I guess it's just us. What did we say, Starbase One, Ed?
Yep.
Yes.
Advanced?
Do you want advanced or do you want regulation?
Advanced is nice.
I will do advanced. That was fast.
Look how fast that popped.
Pew! Faster than whatever the other one was, but now I don't have to do that one. Yay.
Faster than a speeding mob.
Listen up. The war has not been going...
Alright, so here's the question I always have. So I know I need 1644 to unlock level 3. How do you know what you need to unlock for the next level?
More.
That's not helpful.
You don't know until you unlock the next one. Or
I know, and that's why I'd really like to know what the next one is before I get there.
More.
As long as we have the technical term down, we're good.
The technical definition is whatever you need, you'll need. I know how to say it. We're in temporal ships. You have messed with the timeline. You're here to fix your mess.
Oh, when I was doing Bug Hunt, I was really happy to discover that my keyboard reset itself so all my number pads were shot again. And since this is a different tune, it wasn't me. Not anything I'm doing. Well, somebody's got Voice of the Prophets.
I still want to make a ranking of ships coming in for profit and loss.
Dark, we were talking about great names for ships the other day, and I cannot for the life of me remember what we were talking about.
Simple on the ships were, I was thinking, we should make it for a game, and the name of the ship should be the profit and loss.
That was one, but we were talking about something else, too. And we had a bunch of names.
What I tend to do when I start looking through like novel names or I'll look through class names or something like that, and I start going in there. Yeah, there's a check. Looks like voice one problem. Where are all these wonderful ships coming from?
All right.
Reading some heavier Warships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers.
Okay. Somebody gonna go sit with the evacuation ship? There they are.
Yeah, I'm almost.
Okay.
I'm almost right now. Not in the most durable ship line.
Yeah, neither am I.
Always cool to put a hazard emitter on the Starbase. The Green Lantern is on.
Fly, my little ship, fly.
Fly, you fools!
The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
I'll get you,
Here
my
comes Klingons.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Fly, my monkeys.
Yeah, you know about the birds and all that. We're probably gonna see a lot of those shit where
Say that again?
all these little puny birds of prey end up seeing a lot of ships.
Suppose you could do your little Hulk voice, you know, puny birds of prey.
Puny birds of prey. Hulk smash!
Never thought of it, but I'm sure somebody's done a Hulk tune.
Yeah. The best way to do that is to go right away.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Outside of the base, but
It's got to be on the other side. Go. Go. Oh, we don't need to be there. Ed's there.
I was over there too, but I'm gonna get shot again.
Ship got shot.
No.
The Clee just, yeah, did
Yeah,
that
the
one
Clee-
who hit first,
Clee
tried to
did-
kill
The
Lee, and then
Clee
killed
did.
the ship.
The Clee did in 2 shots 200,000.
Are you pulling the aggro?
No. No.
Oh, wow. They don't like you today.
200,000.
They really don't like you.
170, 130, then 90, and 70, and 110. 110.
That's just bad.
I know. But I'm at tier 2, so that actually going to help out down the road. This is not my most.
I'm surprised that this little T5U doesn't get killed more often. And once again, I feel really bad about shooting these boarding shuttles.
No, you don't.
That'll hold them off for now.
I don't feel bad about it.
We can keep up with this kind of
Let's see, this guy needs
good
that.
one. At least
Alright, so the telling will be in just a moment here. Let's see how much experience we got out of that one. I need 1600 to get to level 3. Normally get about 2700 out of a standard mission.
I went from level 1 and I'm about 5k away from level 3 now.
Okay, that was really impressive. Ed, I stand corrected. You are quite correct. That thing did a huge amount of XP.
Yeah, this is a good way to do it.
It is.
Yeah, and Starbase One has no cooldown.
Oh, sweet. But I'm not going to do it again.
5 minutes or so, but definitely not the 30 minutes. So, no need for a red alert when you can do the interesting stuff.
Yeah, that is a little bit more fun, and it does seem to come up a little bit. Do you think they'll nerf it when they realize we're using that as a replacement for red alert?
No.
Good. Because that was a lot more fun. But that said, it's 12:05. It puts us a little over our scheduled hour. I want to thank both of you for coming in and joining us today. Both of you. I'd like to thank you, Ed, for coming in and joining me and Darkthorn today for the live stream. It was a blast.
It's always fun. It's always fun.
Always a pleasure. Maybe we will do a live stream some Saturday or Sunday when Darkthorn is off and we can do Badlands. That would be a blast of a 2-hour live stream. But that's...
Make it a big event.
Yes, let's. I am gone this weekend. I get to go visit my son down in Indianapolis and go play Warhammer for 2 days. So that'll be fun. I know. Heresy, I'm playing Warhammer instead of Star Trek Online. But still fun. And I haven't seen him in a month. But thank you both. It was lovely to talk to both of you. Darkthorn, I'll be talking to you very soon. Ed, a pleasure as always. I want to thank anybody who signed in today. And by the way, we now have Patreon. So if anybody would like to join us and be a Patreon patron, we'd appreciate it. You can find us at Patreon/The Dark Mom Consortium. We will...
We'll put a link on the video.
I will, now that we have it. And we will be up and live with our Kickstarter in a couple of days, which is for our getting our book published, because we need to raise some funds to we need to raise a lot of funds to do that, but for every increment we'll be able to get one book out there. So we're happy about that. So thanks to you, and thanks to everyone who's listening. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye.